back to the Embeemakes knitting channel. My name's Melissa and I'm the maker behind Embeemakes. You can find me here on YouTube as well as on Instagram and Ravelry as Embeemakes. If you're a returning viewer, then thank you for coming back for another video. If you're not subscribed yet, be sure to do that so you get a notification when I post a new video, which is normally one video each month. So yeah, today we're here for another podcast episode where I will show you what I've been knitting on for the month of May. Let's first start with what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my 03 rib cami that I test knitted last summer by Eleanor Ellis Knits. And I knit this in drops cotton merino. And to be honest, I haven't worn it that much yet because I only finished it end of August last year. And then it got too cold. But now that it's getting warmer again, it's a nice 23 degrees outside today. So I thought I would wear this for the podcast because I don't have any finished objects today. Some half finished objects, but not really garments. So yeah, and I'm wearing this linen blouse over it to keep it a bit more covered up. Yeah, I like wearing summer tops like this. But yeah, let's get right into my whips. And the first whip is actually a new cast on, and it's also kind of a half finished object. This is my first Seaborn sock by Herbgarden knitwear. She's a really nice designer from Germany. I've been following her on Instagram for a while, and she also has a podcast here on YouTube. And I've seen her Seaborn tee. Yeah, it's been on my radar since last year, I think. And I do want to knit that pattern. It's a simple t-shirt with stripes, and then the scallops you can see here on the sock are at the bottom of the shirt. So that's probably a future cast on, but I started with the socks because she was also doing a knit along for these. They work up really nice. I've learned some new techniques to do a special cast on. I think it's an Italian cast on or something like that. For the hem of the sock, the cuff. And then there also was a special technique to do the chocolate stripes. You can, yeah, the sock is not blocked yet, so you can maybe see a little bit here. But like the rest of the sock is pretty neat. And I think when I block this, and this will also be on the bottom of my foot, you should barely see it. So yeah, that's really nice. It's a really cute sock. I did make a little change. Normally the heel for the sock is just in stockinette in the pattern, but I like a classic slip stitch heel, and I think it also goes quite well with the scalloped hem here. This was quite a challenge to do for me, but in the end I'm really proud of it, and it looks so cute. So I can't wait to start the other sock. But I have quite a few socks on my needles at the moment. So I will get to that a bit later. But yeah, I do want to have a second sock so I can start wearing these depending on the weather. If it doesn't get too hot. So yeah, my first whip / half finished object. Then for the second I will show you another new cast on, because all my other whips you have seen before if you watched my other podcasts or if you follow me on Instagram. But another new cast on that I did briefly talk about at the end of last month's podcast is my sweater number 1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. I made this sweater with the lime green Gabo colorful baby brushed I got from Ginger&Thyme, and yeah, I've only just cast this on beginning of May, yeah, second week of May or something, and now I'm working on the body as it's on quite large needles compared to my other knits. This is 6mm needle. It goes by quite fast. It's also quite a simple construction, so with lots of stockinette it's quite mindless, so it's great to just pick up, knit a bit, and yeah, so it knits up really fast. This is only my second skein, so I don't think this will use a lot of yarn. I did buy 6 balls of this yarn, but I didn't know at the time really what I wanted to make with it yet. So yeah, I will surely have enough to make this, and then maybe I have some leftovers to do something else with. But yeah, I really love this color. I think it suits me quite well. I love green. If you see my previous videos, you know that already. So yeah, it's quite also a light and airy sweater, so I think it would be nice to wear still in the summer, on maybe a colder summer day or for some summer nights. I think it would be quite yeah, festive, even quite chic. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about this, I think. No, yeah, I hope I have this finished by next podcast. But this is kind of my main whip at the moment, because yeah, I just want to have this finished and be able to wear this. Okay, I have my notes here to see. Okay, then some whips you have seen before. Maybe first the Fridayslipover. I didn't knit on it this month, so I won't be showing that. That's still on my needles, but a bit in hibernation mode. Then my Crescendo blouse by the Knit Purl Girl. I did knit on. I was working on the body and it went, yeah, a lot slower because I didn't really see much progress. I put a progress keeper here, is where I was last time on the body. I'm holding it upside down. So yeah, that's where I was last time. So I did knit good 8 centimeters on it, I think. And I need about 5 more before I can start the ribbing. But yeah, I was getting a bit bored with knitting on the body. So I decided to start on the second sleeve. And I've made quite some good progress on this already. Oh, there goes my stitch holder. Yeah, so I think if I focus a bit more on this sleeve, I can have it finished quite fast. Because you do decreases every X amount of rounds. So that's a bit more, yeah, it's a bit nicer to knit because you want to go to the next and the next, a bit like knitting stripes. So yeah, once I finish this sleeve and just finish the body, I think it will be done. So yeah, that's my Crescendo blouse. Then another whip I have been working on this month, but not too much, is my April cardigan by Petiteknit. Oh, I forgot to say the Crescendo blouse is by the Knit Purl Girl. But yeah, I have talked about it in previous videos. So if you want to know more about the yarn I'm using and that, you can either go to my Ravelry where I have yeah, all the information, or check out previous videos. I did make some progress on my April cardigan, but I'm still working on the yoke. Yeah, there are quite a lot of stitches on the needles, and yeah, you're knitting back and forth, and I don't really like the purling because it's quite slow. But yeah, I do like the fabric that it's creating. This is Filcolana Pernilla in the color Chai. Just a single strand, no mohair. Yeah, this is gonna be a really light cardigan, which is exactly what I wanted. I hope to have this finished somewhere over the summer so that I can get some wear out of it. But yeah, in the fall I can still wear this as well. Yeah, not much else to say about this. Still on the first skein. Yeah. And then one other project you've seen before is my Soufflé by Laura Penrose of Penrose Knits. And yeah, slowly but surely making progress on this. I had just split for sleeves last time, and I'm working on the body. You can see the armhole. I've done, yeah, I think also 8 centimeters or something on the body here, and I haven't started the sleeve yet. I think I will just continue on the body for this till I run out of the smallest ball of this yarn. Maybe then I will do a sleeve to change it up a bit and keep it interesting. A lot of my projects are stockinette at the moment. But yeah, it's simple and easy to just knit on in the evening when I'm watching TV or something. Yeah, so I just need to knit on this. I think that's all the big whips. Yes. And then I have some socks in progress still from the last time. My rainy day socks that I test knit last month, I knitted one, and I'm at the foot of the second one. So yeah, I just need to knit, I've done the decreases for the gusset, and now I just need to knit the rest of the foot and the toe. So this will be finished quite fast. At the moment I will focus on finishing the socks I have on my needles first, before casting on any new socks. Because I mostly have some lonely socks at the moment, and no new pairs. So yeah, I want to finish some pairs of socks. So my rainy day socks. Then I also have made progress on my Hermione everyday socks. I'm using this yarn by Ginger&Thyme, which is a hand-dyed yarn. And I finished my first sock yesterday. It looks quite small. It's quite wide leg, but it does fit perfectly around my foot, and it looks quite small, but it fits. But I still need to block this. It's quite a stretchy sock as well. So yeah, this is the Hermione Everyday sock. It's a free pattern I talked about in my 10 free sock patterns roundup. So if you want to check that out, yeah, you can watch that video later. So yeah, it's a really lovely texture, and yeah, I just need to make the second sock, need to cast it on. But I think I will finish my rainy day sock first before I cast on the second sock of this. Yeah. My Hermione Everyday socks. And then one last sock whip is still the lovely Anna socks by Penrose Knits. I think last time I just had the cover of the second sock done. I have one sock finished here. And yeah, I've knit past the heel placement already. So I just need to finish the collar work and do the toe. Yeah, this won't take much time, but I just need to sit down, knit on this, because I can't really take this with me easily. I have a basket here with my yarns to keep them from tangling too much. But yeah, hopefully I will have lots of finished sock objects next month. Because also during the summer there's a summer sock camp by the Crazy Sock Lady, and I really want to participate because I love knitting socks, and I think for the summer it's not too heavy on your lap when you're knitting outside, or yeah, with the heat. I think it's nice to knit on something small. It's also easy to take with you when you're on vacation or going somewhere over the summer. So yeah, I will be participating in the summer sock camp. Yeah, and I have some new socks planned also, but more on that later. Then we've gone through all my recent whips, but I have pulled out some whips from Hibernation. One of them being my third Sophie scarf. I started this somewhere last year, I think. Can't really remember. But I cast this on with Lana Grossa Eco Puno hand-dyed. I did knit already a hat for my mom from this yarn, held with a brushed alpaca. But I wanted to give her a matching scarf with the same yarn because I had another ball of it, and I thought, yeah, she would like that. So I'm not at the halfway point yet, but this has been a bit of in hibernation the past few months, and I took it out because I think it's nice to knit when the weather is warmer, to just knit on it outside or take it with me on the train when I go to work. So yeah, I did knit on this a bit already. Yeah, I just will continue on this and finally have these needles back. Knitting this on 3mm needles, I think. 3.5mm needles. Yeah. And then one other project I took from Hibernation from last summer is my Anker summer shirt by Petiteknit also. I cast this project on in August, the day we went on vacation last year to the south of France. And because we were taking the train, and it was a 5-hour train ride, yeah, I wanted something to knit on, a summer project that I can knit on there as well. And I've done most of the yoke last year, but when we came back from vacation I stopped knitting on it. So yeah, I want to pick this back up this month and finish it. Well, I'm not sure if I will finish it, but at least work on it some more. Because yeah, I think once I'm done with all this ribbing, it's just some mindless stockinette. And yeah, it's a nice yarn. I'm using Drops Belle. I've used it for a summer top as well last year. But yeah, I don't really like wearing knitted summer tops. Just because mostly if it's a v-neck, it's quite deep for my taste. Like the straps are often difficult with my bra straps or something. So yeah, I do like the yarn, but I will probably knit some more summer t-shirts like this one with this yarn to wear when it's not too hot, or yeah, that I can also wear to the office, because I won't wear a summer top to the office. I like to have my shoulders covered for the office. So yeah, I will also be working on this project for this month. And I did buy some more Drops Belle in other colors for some summer t-shirts, but yeah, I won't be showing that today. Maybe in a separate video about summer shirts I want to make. Yeah, I might do that. I think that's it. Yeah, that's all my whips. Maybe one last thing I want to show you today is this stack of yarn. One sock project I do want to cast on once I've finished some of my whips is the Blooming Lavender socks by Stone Knits. I have the book with her lovely colorwork socks, and yes, since the lavender season is upon us, I want to make the socks because I love purple too. So I have this lovely yarn as my base color. It's quite a neutral color, but it has some purple and orange specks in it, which I really like. This is from Olivia and Oliver Fibers. It's a sock yarn base. Then I have this lovely purple sock yarn. This is yarn I got from my mom. She bought it in London for me. I think it's what's it called? I have the tag in here. Eden Cottage Yarns. It's a lovely purple for yeah, the lavender blooms. And then for the green color, I'm going to be using this olive green color that I showed in last podcast, because you only need a little bit of it. And yeah, I do still want to make an entire pair of socks, some textured socks in this yarn. But yeah, my 100 gram skein will be enough to also do the little bit of color work for the Blooming Lavender socks. Yeah, I think this is a really nice yarn combination. So yeah, I'm very eager to start this sock. So that's the motivation to start to finish the socks I have on my needles. Some other yarn I do want to show you, not related to a project yet, is from the Woolly Chicken. It was the first time I ordered yarn there. It's an Etsy shop, but I've been following her on Instagram. And I saw that she had this lovely green color. And I do love a good green. And it's a silk merino superwash yarn. So I thought it would be nice to knit a t-shirt in this yarn. It's called Forest Glade. And it's a 80% wool, 20% silk yarn. And it's 400 meters per 100 grams, so it's a fingering weight yarn. So yeah, if you have any pattern recommendations for a t-shirt that uses fingering weight yarn, please leave them down below in the comments. I will have a look at Ravelry or go to my Instagram saves. Maybe I have something there I haven't looked yet. But yeah, I know I want to make a t-shirt with these. And then I also got a little pack of mini skeins, also from the Woolly Chicken. And this is a 75% wool and 25% nylon blend. And these are 20 gram mini skeins. There are 5 of them and they're all in yellow and green colors. I don't have a project in mind for these yet. I might make a stripy sock with these or use some of them as contrast colors or for color work. Maybe this yellow might be nice for some sunflower socks. Yeah, lovely colors. So yeah, those are my acquisitions. Oh, I also have some stitch markers, also from the Woolly Chicken. It's this little cat and this little cute bird. And these are clip-on stitch markers, or more like progress keepers. So I might put these on my projects to, yeah, track my progress. And I think that's really everything I wanted to talk about for this episode. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, or leave a comment. If you've been knitting on something while watching this, let me know what you're knitting on. And yeah, keep an eye out for a new video. Maybe I will do some kind of special t-shirt episode in the coming month if I have time. Or yeah, else I will just have a next podcast episode at the end of June to see the progress on my whips. I hope you have a lovely day and I hope to see you next time. Bye!